And number 5, the Femme Fatale. Magnetic, but untouchable. Now, if you watch my channel, then you know that this is an archetype that I am very familiar with. So let's get into the essence of a Femme Fatale. Mystery, allure, confidence rooted in self-awareness. These women, if you think about the aesthetic, you may think about a smoky eyes or red lips, poised posture, very cool under pressure. They're timeless, elusive meaning difficult to find, catch, and achieve. She's allure and intellect wrapped in a velvet blanket. Now let's get into the psychology of a femme fatale. A femme fatale knows that power is not loud. It's composed. Femme fatale knows that it's more powerful to sometimes just be silent. She has learned that mystery is protection and that distance can keep her in control. She seduces not for approval, but to remind herself that she can. The Femme Fatale is probably a combination of all the archetypes discussed in this video. They are the synthesis. Beauty, control, vulnerability, commanding silence without ever raising their voice. Femme Fatales like power, they like control, but not to really control others. They like to control so that they won't lose control, which is one of their powers. A Femme Fatale knows what she wants and she knows her worth. A Femme Fatale is very smart. She has had to be. So their intelligence is very organic, meaning that they have had to learn a lot of hard lessons to get to where they are. But instead of dwelling in it, they chose to let it empower them, which is why they are so headstrong and non-wavering. Femme Fatales don't waste time. They are not going back and forth with you. You can look at a Femme Fatale, it's almost as if they've had a past life, because there was some type of hard lesson that they've had to endure that gave birth to the new version of them, that gave them this type of thinking along with innate qualities that they've already had. These women, unlike other types, can't be figured out or are very hard to be figured out. They usually throw you off before you can figure them out. They like to do that. They prefer mystery. It's for protection, and they only care to show their true self to people that they feel deserve to see their true self. They don't fall for the tricks of the world because they've already fallen for it. So they can also recognize the tricks of the world. Femme Fatales are very beautiful, very irresistible. When you think about a baddie and a Femme Fatale, not too much comparison. The Femme Fatales are a different type of baddie on a whole nother level because a lot of their baddiness comes from here. And then they already have the beauty and the other things to go along with it. And Femme Fatales do not need validation from others. They have learned and found ways to give that validation to themselves, which makes them stronger compared to other archetypes. These women are very keen, calculating, confident, and can hold their own in just about any room. Very magnetic, that people are just naturally drawn to them. People want to know about the Femme Fatale. Femme Fatales are very hard to forget, especially with men. Femme Fatales are very memorable, but people are often confused of why they want to remember a Femme Fatale, but they want to. And it's probably because Femme Fatales are very rare. You're not going to run into a lot of true Femme Fatales. But if you do encounter one, you will know that you have encountered one because that magnetic pull will be so strong. You will see how others are drawn to them. You will see how you are drawn to them. You will see how your eyes just keep pulling towards them. It's just something about them that's very different, very rare, and very mesmerizing, but you just can't quite put your finger on it. With Femme Fatales, their presence has the ability to shift energy in rooms, and you will feel that shift. They're very fun to watch, how they work a room, how they work people. If you ever encounter one or think you're encountering one, just observe and just focus in because they are very fascinating. And you'll find yourself wondering who she was or how she did that. But of course, before you can ask them, they will be gone. So a Femme Fatale's strength is that their presence is mastery. When you see a Femme Fatale, you are seeing a master at work. These women get down to business. They get down to business. Femme Fatales embody self-awareness. They have depth and unshakable confidence. She's the woman that every era studies, but few truly know. My favorite thing about a Femme Fatale is that how emotionally controlled they are. I think the thing that makes them the most magic is that they have beautiful emotional control, which they've had to train themselves to get to that level, of course. But what makes them stand out apart from other women is that they are very self-aware, very emotionally controlled, and they have a beautiful emotional intelligence. Now, their shadow or their weakness is that she is so focused on control that she sometimes often loses connection. Her power can actually hold her captive. Femme fatales are often admired, but often alone and isolated. It can be lonely for a femme fatale at times, and it can be isolating. But the cool thing about a femme fatale, she knows that. She knows that to be her, to truly be her, and steeped in her femme fatale ways, that sometimes isolation and loneliness comes with that. And she understands that, and that's the price that she pays to be her if she chooses to go that route. The takeaway for the femme fatale is that true magnetism does not come from just being untouchable, but from being unapologetically real. And to want attention, but to not need it. And to have unshakable confidence that no matter where you are, who you're standing next to, or what room you're in, you are grounded and you know who and what you are. So what I have learned from each archetype is that the power is not in choosing one, but mastering the strengths of all five, so that you can be any one of these women when you need to be and when you want to be. The art of being a woman is being transformational and knowing yourself in every form. Because when you understand who you have been taught to be, you start choosing who you truly are. So that is all for today's video. If you like this type of content, please like, share, and subscribe, and leave your comments below and let's continue the conversation. So which archetype do you gravitate towards the most? And remember that every woman is iconic. I will see you all in the next one. Bye now.